6. I'm Ellen, I'm back with James. We are going to work on some steps to get into press-up handstand. We've been working for 6 weeks on the whole challenge. We're filming week 5 and 6 at the same time, so this is kind of part 2 of week 5. Some really good tips James has given me to build some strength and flexibility to be able to float into and hold a press-up handstand. So I'll kick it to you.
All right. Well, first, actually, I'd like to demonstrate, if that's okay,
Yeah.
this next bit. We're going to be working on one of the first inversions and most therapeutic inversions that people go after as kind of a target posture in their yoga practice is the headstand. And the most stable headstand is the fully supported Salambhasrasana, where you have your hands in a kind of crook and your head rests in that crook. So, working on a very stable base for your headstand, your elbows aren't going to be very far apart. You want to be able to lift up very solidly into your headstand, and for this we're going to practice bringing your toes down with straight legs, almost touching the ground, and then curling back up. At the very, very end, after 3 of these, I'm going to try and lift up onto your forearms from the headstand. Hold that for a little bit. Come back down, and that's essentially the core balance and that middle waypoint finding in the center that becomes the curl up into the handstand. You want to give it a shot?
Sure.
All right. Notice that Helen's elbows are fairly narrow. They're not actually any wider than her shoulders. One of the early errors that I see people making in the headstand is having their elbows a little bit too far apart. And it might seem like more balance to go wider, but really that length of the forearm gets cut down by spreading the elbows too far. Perfect. Nice. Fully breathing the entire time. And she'll lift up one more time. And this involves a fair amount of pressing down through your shoulders and through your triceps. I'm going to go ahead and hold her feet just to create stability. She'll lift up, lower back down very slowly onto your head, and release. Now, sometimes when you come out of the headstand, that's a lot of strain on your neck for some students, so you might want to stay in child's pose. If you come up too quick, you might get dizzy, and anybody can fall over, so be careful.
Cool. Thanks,
All right.
James. Another high five. That was week 6. Hopefully you can follow along from week 1 all the way to week 6. Try to do the press-up handstand challenge for yourself at home. Give us any feedback of stuff that you liked, other things that you do, and join us for more challenges at Floating Yoga School.